Hey Vixens! Well, you may notice that I've got brown shit on my face and my hair looks really greasy. So one of the things we're going to work on in the Primal Vixen program is how to naturalize your beauty regimen. So I thought it would be really cool as we go through this video for meal planning that you could kind of play along with me and do the beauty regimen, and by the time this video is done, you will have fresh skin and very moisturized hair. So what I've done is I've got coconut oil in my hair. It's great for moisture. It's a really neutral oil, and it's great for skin, hair, everything. I use it to brush my teeth. I use it to moisturize my body, and I'm a huge fan of coconut oil. The brown shit on my face is actually coffee grounds, and I started with a teaspoon of coconut oil and about a tablespoon of coffee grounds and mixed them together in a little bowl and just kind of lightly placed it on my face. And it's a really great way also to exfoliate your skin, so when we're done with the video and in about 15 minutes you can just kind of slough off with a washcloth and you will have bright, glowing, energized skin and really greasy hair, but make sure to wash that out. So next thing, let's talk about meal planning. I know that there's probably some questions out there like, do you use the meal plans that I'm providing you? Do you print it out and start trying it on your own? Sorry, I have an itch. So I wanted to get into the meal planning part and give you some options and teach you how to do it on your own if you are so inclined. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to want to get out a blank piece of paper, or you can print out my meal plan template, and you can set it up like so. So I just got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday across the top, and then I've got breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner across the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to slowly fill this in, and it's important to note that make sure that you're thinking about your week in advance if you're going to be out to dinner with a friend, or if you know you want to have leftovers one night. I usually try and plan out 3 to 5 dinners per week depending on my schedule. So you could start with 3 if you just wanted to get your feet wet. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to start with dinner, and we're going to pick a protein for each night. So we're going to start with a protein. Some of my favorites include chicken thighs, turkey breast. I love carne asada. You could do carnitas or a pork tenderloin. So pick some proteins that you like. Fish is also a really great one too. And after you've picked a protein for each of the dinners, then you're going to want to go ahead and pick out a vegetable. So I'll provide you guys with a full list of proteins that are all paleo approved and wonderful, and a full list of vegetables that are really great to put together for weekday nights. And so after that, you've got your dinners planned. So you've got a protein main and you've got a veggie main. So it's also important to note here that I really like to cook once, eat twice. So you cook enough when you're doing this stuff, either prep day or the night of dinner, so that you have enough for lunch. So for lunches, aside from the cook once, eat twice method for leftovers, the paleo snack and lunch recipe ideas are all in the Vixen Toolkit. So if you're curious about what to make for lunch or breakfast or snacks, check out that one for sure. I'll make sure it's also available in the Facebook group. But another thing I love to do is to make salads, and I prep my salads ahead of time. I cut and wash all of my greens and I store them in a container in the fridge, and then I also chop all of my salad toppings like celery, carrots, onions, tomatoes, you name it, and I put those in a separate container. So when it's time for lunch, I literally grab a handful of lettuce or greens and I grab a handful of the toppings, and then I whip up a quick salad dressing. And I will also make sure that you guys have access to the 11 amazing paleo salad dressings so you can keep salads from being boring. I want to talk about how to put the actual recipes together. So you've got your protein and you've got your veggies, but what next? What are you supposed to do with that? So in this case, make Google your best friend. You know that I have thousands of recipes on simplypaleo.com, and there's a great search box down the right-hand side of the screen that you can type in, search for specific recipes. But also just type in, let's say you chose broccoli for one of your sides for the weeknight dinner. Just type in paleo broccoli recipes, or if you chose a pork tenderloin for one of your proteins, just type in paleo pork tenderloin recipe. So that way you'll be able to put recipes with your nightly choices for your veggies and your protein. It's super simple. So let's get into the grocery shopping. So my 3 steps are meat, veggies, and other for the grocery store. So as you're going through your days of the week, write down everything that you'll need in the meat department. Things like eggs and butter or ghee can go in here too. all of your veggies. Other is usually things like almond flour or any oils or spices that you need. So after you've got those 2 steps done, so you've got your meals for the week planned out, the protein, veggie, you've got your lunch and your breakfast and your snacks, then you make your grocery list. From there, we're going to talk about prep day. So for prep day, I basically just go through and I look at all the recipes in my meal plans and I think, what can I do ahead of time? So if you know that you're going to have eggs, hard-boiled eggs on a Cobb salad for lunch one day, hard-boil the eggs on a prep day. If you know that you're going to have shredded pork tacos or carnitas for one of your dinners, go ahead and start the slow cooker and cook your pork butt, and you can shred all of your pork ahead of time, pop it in the fridge, and then you can just heat it up when you're ready to go. So it's kind of just looking at the recipes and thinking like, what can I do so that when I show up after a long day work on a weeknight to make it easy and simple. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say and report about meal planning. Like I said, you can print out my template for meal planning. It's in the Vixen toolkit, and you can use that as a guide to get you started. And then as you start to spread your wings in meal planning, you can use your own blank piece of paper. Also, throughout the program, every single week, there's going to be a pre-filled out grocery list, meal plan, and prep day instruction. So if you really don't want to do this on your own, you don't have to. So anyways, time to wash off and get my hair cleaned and move on to a fresh, beautiful day. So thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to post any comments below. All right, love you, Vixens.